Welcome, everyone, with Greg Roth and the ambassador and the professor and a few other guys behind the scenes. This is yours truly, Eric Glazer, and this is your Sharp Squares podcast for week 14 of the NFL season 2025-26. Last week, our Sharps, remember not counting those Thursday and Friday games during the holiday, they went 47.2%, 17-19. Medal games did not do better, 2-3. Pick 5, also 2-3. 3-2-1, though, 2-1. We earned 4 of 6 points. And now, for the season, we are 56% in that contest and in second place. We are just over 500 in pick 5, 50.8% after 8 straight winning weeks. We've now had 2 straight losing weeks, but we are going to turn it around this week. So, guys, are going to take you the rest of the way. I am traveling today. A lot of fun and interesting information. And to provide that to you each and every week, as he always does so reliably, rain or shine, snow or sleet, everyone's favorite fellow degenerate, the Greg Roth.
Eric, thank you so much. Ambassador, great to see you, as well as the professor helping the production this evening. We're recording Friday night, of course. Second straight 2-3 week. We have a lot riding in that 3-2-1 pool that does not go into the postseason. These picks are critical for us. As Eric mentioned, we're in second place. So here we go. We have 3 medal games. None of them are gold. 1 is silver and 2 are bronze. The top rated game, it's silver. The pick is the Atlanta Falcons. They're plus 7.5. They're a home dog. Welcoming the Seattle Seahawks to Atlanta. Marco D'Angelo, Stuckey, Cleve TA all picked Atlanta. Nobody picked Seattle. 2 bronze games. The top rated bronze game. The pick's the Buffalo Bills. They're minus 5.5. They're in Buffalo to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Mackenzie Rivers and Adam Chernoff both picked Buffalo. Nobody picked Cincinnati. The last medal game, bronze. The pick is the Las Vegas Raiders, another home dog. They're plus 7.5. Welcoming the Denver Broncos to Vegas. Stuckey, Adam Chernoff both picked the Raiders. Kelly Stewart disagreed and took Denver. So, 3-2-1 picks, lot riding on those games. We go right down the line. Falcons plus 7.5, Bills minus 5.5 is our 2-point game. The Raiders, in order, is our 1-point game at plus 7.5. For pick 5, we're going to keep those 3 medal games in, the Falcons, Bills, and Raiders. And what have we done all year? We add our next highest rated games, and they are. Number 4 is the Houston Texans. The pick, they're plus 3.5. They're in Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Ross Tucker, Kelly Stewart, Rob Pizzola all picked Houston. Steve Fezzik did take the Chiefs. The 5th highest rated game, the pick, they won for us last week. The New York Jets, they're plus 3 in New York to take on the Miami Dolphins. Chris Raybon took the Jets, and Marty Herney in dissent took the Dolphins. So your pick 5, Falcons, Bills, Raiders, Texans, and Jets. To recap, Falcons and plus 7.5 are silver, Bills minus 5.5, and the Raiders plus 7.5 are bronze. So, since Eric is traveling again this evening, if that's all you're looking for, you're now dismissed. But if you want to stick around for some trends and some handicapping highlights of our top 2 medal games, here we go. Ambassador.
Our first trend has to do with very low-scoring totals. The Browns-Titans game has a total of 33.5. That's the lowest total of the 2025 season. And it's the 11th game with a total of 34 or below in the last 3 seasons, according to Bet Labs. How did the total do in these games? Well, the under went 7-3 in the previous 10 games. Trend number 2, Jordan Love is 3-8 against the spread. That's 27% as a favorite of 6 or more points. That's including 0-2 ATS as a favorite of 6 or more points versus the Bears when they were bad. And this Sunday, the Packers are 6.5-point favorites against the Bears. This Sunday? Could be Monday. I don't know. This weekend. And finally, Bo Nix against the spread as a favorite in 2024. He was 8-0. Perfect record ATS. But this year, apparently the odds makers are giving him a little more respect. He's 2-6 against the spread. And of course, the Broncos are playing the Raiders this weekend, and they are 7.5-point favorites.
This next trend does not support our bronze pick of the Bills. Joe Burrow, he's 15-3. That's 83% against the spread as an underdog of more than 3 points. Of course, the Bengals are plus 5.5 or plus 6 in Buffalo on Sunday. Sam Darnold as a favorite of 7 or more points. I think this does help us in our silver game pick, the Falcons. Darnold as a favorite of 7 or more points. He's 7-0 straight up and 5-2. It doesn't help us. And 5-2 against the spread. Of course, the Seahawks are minus 7.5 at the Falcons. All these trends, by the way, are courtesy of John Ewing and Bet Labs.
Our first handicapping highlight has to do with our silver medal game. That's the Falcons plus 7.5 at home against the Seahawks. The first theme here is that the market's overreaction creates true line value on Atlanta. It's because the market is pricing Atlanta like they're a bottom tier team, but their underlying performance suggests they're actually playing closer to league average and not deserving of a full touchdown plus dog tag. See what they did there, dog tag? The second theme is Seattle's offensive regression limits their ability to separate. The Seahawks offense has become league average, no longer generating sustainable drives as defenses stopped respecting their play action and forced them into inefficient run scripts. And many of their recent high-scoring outputs were fueled by defensive touchdowns, not repeatable offensive success. And finally, the third theme, Atlanta defensive front matches up well with Sam Darnold. The Falcons generate heavy interior pressure, the number one weakness in Darnold's profile, and Atlanta's pass rush is positioned to force Darnold into hurried decisions and potentially short field turnovers. Timestamps, Action Network 15 minutes 45 seconds, Dream Preview 40 minutes 15 seconds, Forward Progress 33 minutes and 7 seconds, and Pushing the Pile 47 minutes and 48 seconds.
Next game, top-rated bronze game. It's the Bills minus 5.5 in Buffalo taking on the Bengals. First theme, market wrongly static on Buffalo despite diverging trajectories. Wow, that was a mouthful. Mackenzie Rivers notes Buffalo has performed near preseason expectations while Cincinnati has fallen sharply below expectations. His projection makes the fair number Bills minus 7, so he thinks the current minus 5.5 is great value. Second theme, severe Cincinnati defensive problems create a Bills offensive edge. The Bengals defense rated 6 points worse than expected per game, one of the poorest units in the NFL. Drew and Andy from Deep Dive noted they also grade Cincinnati as a bottom-tier defense with coverage breakdowns and structural issues. Third theme, weather plus matchup equals massive run game advantage for Buffalo. Expected snow, cold, 31 degrees dropping to 18. I don't know which source that weather report is, but we know it's December, it's Buffalo, it's going to be cold. And snow showers in Buffalo. Bills ranked number 1 in under center rushing yards. That's almost 1,400 yards, and TDs, almost 18 this season. Bengals rank number 1 in allowing those runs. Analysts expect Buffalo to match for 300-plus rushing yards and bleed clock. That bodes well for my fantasy team that has James Cook. Timestamps, Dream Preview, 26 minutes, 54 seconds. Beating the Book, 50 minutes, 24 seconds. And Deep Dive, 1 hour and 26 minutes.
All right. That was a great show, everybody. Thanks so much to the production team this week and to all of you for listening. And remember, none of us are truly sharp, but this is your Sharp Squares podcast.
Good luck out there.